Golf mates, I've been on YouTube 6 months as a full-time YouTuber, and in today's video is very different. I'm going to ask you some questions on Twitter and Instagram, which I've got the answers right here, and also tell you about the pitfalls, the good things, and there is bad things about YouTube. And you'll probably want to know about money as well, won't you? Cheeky sods. Right, first things first, I'm going to have to thank people on the channel, OMP, The Dick, eBay P and Dave McKinnon the Pro, but also behind the scenes, Dave Simmons, Carla Summers and Simon Parks. Without them, I would struggle. Now let's get into the video. So golf mate, 6 months in, this is how I say the YouTube is. Addictive, there's highs and lows. If you're new to the channel, welcome. There is no subscribers on this channel, only golf mates. What I mean by that is this: everyone's a golf mate, there's no subscribers. Right, so 6 months in, a lot of questions to get through. Where I was going to tell you my bits, but I think most of it is through the questions anyway, so let's dive into these questions, eh? Right, first question is Rich Smith off Twitter. How do you think of new content to stay current, and is it easy to get it edited and out so quickly? How do I think of new content? Well, my head's full of stuff, and if it's videos like me, OMP and The Dick, it's easy because we're just naturally having a laugh on the course. Sometimes we've had to pat the camera away when it's just, it's not happening. Like if we're not laughing, then I always pat the camera away thinking, well, if we're not laughing, nobody else is going to laugh. So staying current and thinking of content, I'm getting by with that. I'm alright with that, if that makes sense. Graham McKenzie, is it harder than you expected, and how rewarding you finding it, not in a financial aspect, but seeing people enjoy your content? Wow, rewarding. I think when you get a video, it's going to be very contradicting this. You could do a video which you've enjoyed editing, enjoyed filming, but it doesn't get the views, either title, thumbnail, YouTube don't push it if you're on a run. I'll get back to that later on. That can be unrewarding, but when you see a video doing well, that's rewarding. But then making people smile and laugh, which it only dawned on me with the road trip that actually we do make people smile and laugh. So yeah, that's worth more than money, to be honest. But sometimes you need a bit of money just to get by. That makes sense. Anthony Fieldhouse, are you glad you took the risk to go full-time doing YouTube? Yeah, absolutely. It's anything in life. If you do not have a goal, you'll not know. Life is not a trial run, and if you've got the chance to try something new, try it. Most of the time you can go back to what you know. That makes sense. Hopefully it's not going dark here now because the sun's gone in. We've got Marcus from Twitter. Why aren't you any better at golf after 6 months? What's the best bit of golfing advice you've picked up from a golf mate? Why am I not better? Well, I'm actually worse. My chipping and putting's better because I don't hit greens in regulation, and I probably, this is truth, don't play as much golf as you lads think. Let me tell you that now. Absolutely don't. Best bit of advice, that's a cracker, that. I'll fast forward it in a minute while I'm having a think. My best bit of advice from a golf mate is probably just keep going. Sometimes I have lulls. You always see me happy, and 99% of the time I'm happy, unless my back's kicked in. Back out yesterday, I couldn't play golf. Scott McBride, if you could turn back the clock 6 months, would you do it again? Yes, absolutely. Like I said, if you don't try anything in life, you never know the outcome, and it's not a trial run, this life, so you've got to enjoy it. Dave C, how many hours a day would you say are dedicated to YouTube? That's easy. That's easy. I'll go through a day. I might wake up at 6, probably earlier, leave my house at 7, miss the traffic, go and do some filming, do some editing, come back, get back for 5, then spend time with the family. Everybody at my house, because my missus is pregnant, goes bed about 8:30, 8 o'clock, and then I will be on doing editing. So I could say, I'd say 12 hours a day minimum, sometimes more, 14. I would say I have not watched normal telly for over a year. So there's your answer on that one. Mark Downwood off Twitter, Morning, Liam. When you first started YouTube, did you think it would become what it is? Absolutely not. No, definitely not. Tattoo Golfer, has it been harder than you thought it would be? And what are the videos that you as a person like to create and record the most? I do like the drone footage and slow motion and everything, and I can do that really well. And you've probably not seen the full skill set I've got now, because 90% of the golf mates are not arsed. They'd rather just see us all having a laugh, to be honest. So I hope I've answered both of them questions. So which ones do I like recording? Yeah, a bit of drone footage, slow motion, but also with OMP in the deck, I suppose. Paul Anderton, how's it been balancing family life and being a full-time YouTuber? Bar the trips away, it's easy. Kirsty's brilliant. She knows. Listen, before we set off, I had to sit down with Kirsty and we had a chat, and like I said, I'll get more to finances later. I had a decorating company and I stopped it all, managed to get all my money together, put a year's money in the bank, so Kirsty's life didn't change for a year. So I was lucky in that, but I weren't lucky because I've made the business itself. So I said to Kirsty, look, your life's not going to change in a year, but I want to change my life. Job front. So there, Kirsty's brilliant. Nick Long, is it harder than you thought it would be? It looks like it takes a lot of time editing. It can do. Sometimes I can do an edit dead easy. Sometimes it takes a long time. The road trip, for example, is a nightmare. And then, you know, I'm going to sound horrible here, knowing that there's no financial gain for it, but people do want to see it. You've got to try and motivate yourself. But then when you start editing it and seeing everyone laughing, then it's okay. Does that make sense? It's a bit contradictory, but it is what it is, I suppose, though, being honest. Peter London, met Peter, beautiful bloke. Are you managing to keep your head above water, Liam? You do a fantastic job, mate. What seems to be for little money. Cheers. I'll come back to money later, because I'm going to reveal loads. Hang your own nose in. A lot of you just want to know if I'm making £5 a week, I suppose, or £5 a week. Brett Mackin from Australia. How many balls have you lost in the last 6 months? Lost count. Great question here from Chris Simpson. Do you see your family more or less than you were decorating? My decorating business were different. It was either hands-on or hands-off. So the 6 week school holidays, I've been working like a trooper, and then like for 4 weeks after that, the army barracks were like a break-up. So same, I'd say, bar the trips away. Right, this is from Chauncey. Do you earn more from YouTube or selling merchandise? Keep on producing funny videos. Right, I would say YouTube, but I'll get to facts and figures later, because you'll want to know. We've got Princess who are on over there. Corinne, is it financially viable as a wage to substitute to go full time? I'll answer that later on, Corinne. What have you learnt the most, Liam? I've learnt 2 things. A good video edited not necessarily gets views. Simple as that. So I've learned to try and take the highs and the lows. And there's been in the last 3 or 4 weeks, I'll get into it if you're still watching, some lows as well as on the YouTube, which is probably telling you too much actually, but I'm going to say it. CB off Twitter, I'm interested to know how you fund it. Do you get money per subscriber or hashtag golf mate and do off? Right, so off YouTube, I think there's brackets. So I think if you've got loads of subscribers, you'll probably go higher up for getting more money in a view what's got an advert on. So I think it's companies pay the YouTube put adverts on. Simple as that, really. But then I'm going to dive into it in a bit with some great detail, so you'll understand different things I've done recently. So I hope that's answered you. Paul Dash, when you started your channel or later on, has anyone given you some advice that's turned out to be great? Yeah, absolutely. Massively. Without a shadow. And for me, I'm going to give you a little snippet till I get into it. Somehow I need to find a few more followers from the USA, and I'll get into that later. So on this video I'm not going to name names just in case I don't want to be mentioned. So a big YouTuber helped me out with something, or give me some real advice. So thank you to him. If he's watching this, he'll know. Keith Yacker Harris, how is the planning in months ahead? There is no planning. I am somebody who just goes with the flow. Some of my better videos is where I turn up and think, what am I doing? I'll do this. And that's how I roll, really. That's who I am as a person, bit of a nutter. Mick McCarthy, the backing of the family is huge, massively, massively, massively. But, you know, I've also made a deal with Kirsty. If I don't come up trumps, then I stop it. It's simple as that. And we've got about 5 months. I think we're close to 7 months doing it. So I've got 5 months, yeah. But I'll get into all the details, finances in a bit, because I know you're interested, and I love keep saying it. It's like substantial. It's like, just come on, this is how much I'm earning. This is because I know you're all nosy. Because I'm a bit same, to be fair. Dave Lawley, what's better, painting or making videos? Making videos. What involves a typical working day? Wow, Sam Long. If it's a course vlog with the lads, it's easy. You just turn up and put the camera on. If it's something where I'm going making a video, I've not got a lot of videos stashed forward where I can edit and put out like a schedule. I need to. I'd love to have like an editor, not a cameraman, just an editor. It's not going to happen, definitely not in the foreseeable future, where I could be a week ahead with videos and then you've got time to schedule them and you don't have pressure on you, because sometimes it's a case of doing a video, editing it, and also getting home to your family, because for 5 o'clock, I always said to Kirsty, I'll try and get home for 5. Zorglug, what? I've met him in Bristol and positive. By going full-time on YouTube, what did you hope to achieve? Right, we can talk about views, not money yet, but views. Right, when I got into it, I thought to myself, I set myself a target. You shouldn't set targets, but I thought it was more of a target, achievable target, maybe, but one where it'll be financially working all right, which is 2 million views per month. And all I'll get onto that is this: last month I got to 1.8 million, so there was a trend of going up, but I'm going to come back to that in a bit. That's all I can say. At Golf Heaven, this is a great one. This, do you find that due to having to film and worry about getting shots of your game has suffered at all? No, honestly, when the camera's on me taking shots, I do not care. It's not a problem in the world. I won't lie to you. The problem lies whoever's holding the camera. So mostly if it's the dick, I'm more saying to him, I'm not in shot, go further back, there's no way I'm all in shot, and blah blah blah. That is the stress. So if you see a lot of bad shots, it might not necessarily be me. I just got that feeling the dick's got it all wrong. And what is your favourite moment since you started YouTube? Too many. Way too many. Right, last one on Twitter here, Simon Tasker. He's been a big help of the channel as well, but he's really busy at the moment. What are the highs and lows of the first 6 months? Easy. Dead easy. When your channel's doing well, it's a high, it's like a buzz. And if your channel's doing well, that means financially you should be doing okay. So I'm going to get into it. So the highs is this: channel going high, getting loads of views, like I got 1.8 million views in a month. And the lows is when you don't. So it's probably a good point, get this, we'll say what I want. What I want to say is this: so I got to 1.8 million views and I was buzzing, and we were also planning the road trip, which the road trip has been a massive success, but also it's burnt a big hole in my pocket. Now only people in the know that. So I got some sponsors that covered the dick's wages and some of the food, so there were nothing for myself. Might as well come. Listen, the road trip has cost me personally over £1,000. So Kirsty knows this, and that shouldn't be, really. It shouldn't be, but that's a couple of mistakes by me, and just how it changed. There was stuff on the road trip where I had to pay for, I didn't realise. So every time we had to park up in like a campsite, forget power, you know, there's a cost and all the food and probably the videos. I had planned loads of funny stuff, and I'm not going to go into detail, but some of it couldn't have happened because of circumstances we can't change now. All I would say, if we're doing it again, it'll just be me and the dick and nobody. We're just doing our own thing. Right, so there's the highs and the lows. Same with the island trip. And I don't want people offering me money when I say this. So on the island trip, it's quite obvious I cried on the live feed when people donating money. And then I text Pat and the dick saying, look, the golf mates have blah 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 paid for this, we're going Ireland. I got off YouTube 360 quid. So I think YouTube took a percentage, but also there weren't as much money donated as was said, which is fine, everyone can do what they want. So then I had to pay for it myself. So only people who know, it cost 500 quid out of my own pocket for the hotel. 3 nights in the hotel, and that's serious. So the island trip, I've done one video, and I've just put out a little video last night. They won't get anything like that. You'll find out how much money you get for the videos shortly. So straight away, the lows of this, it's cost me 1,500 quid in the last 3 weeks on the road trip in Ireland out of my own pocket. Now, it's a business, that is wrong. But sometimes my heart leads me head. But I ain't got an endless pot of money, trust me, I've not. I've got another nipper on the way, which when I set this up 6 months ago, we didn't know. You know what I mean? So there's the highs and the lows. Highs meeting people as well, that's got to be a high. So I've got that out of my chest. Right, what I'm clicking on here, people want to know about money. The best way to do it is this. It's called CPU. And I think a lot of my followers are from the UK. UK, as you see there, is right down at the bottom, and America's right at top. So wicked on. Like I said, I'm not going to name names. I've got friends on YouTube. So if I did a video and it had 30,000 views, let's just say my friend could do a video, they could have 10,000 views. Because their views are more from America, they'll get same money as me who did 30,000 views. Does that make sense? It should do. So money wise, I'm going to tell you how much I earn after this ad break. I knew you'll stick around for the ad break. You want to know, don't you? Right, so the first 6 months, have I made money? No, yes, no. First month, no, over yet. I won't go through the big details. I'm not going to tell you full what I've earned. I'm going to tell you rough, so you have enough idea. I made a wage last month and the month before. So technically, this is the highs. I'm in front, because after a year, I want to be making money. Does that make sense? A wage. So in England, roughly, because my followers are mostly the UK, 1,000 views is about £1,000. But if I had 3 to 1 American followers, 1,000 views would be 3,000. Does that make sense? So you can do the maths yourself. Last month I had 1.8 million views, so that got me some money. The month before, I think I had 1.3 million or 1.4 million, so that got me some money. There's the hard bit. The hard bit's this. I've just told you now how much it cost me out of my own pocket for come and see everybody and do these road trips. But the biggest heartbreak for me, and that's why I'm always going to be truthful, is I couldn't get a lot of videos out. And to be current with YouTube, you've got to keep putting videos out and they'll suggest your videos, and all that's gone at the moment. Now I'm back down and I've got to work hard again. So that's been the killer for me. I were up here buzzing, and now I were like, Dave Simmons knows I'm a bit down, but I know I'll just fight again and keep going, because I still am a little bit ahead of my target. So it is a downer as well. So we went Ireland. I edited Pat's video on the Friday, a bit of the ferry, and it was brilliant, and it would not download from my Apple Mac. So everyone went out, on the Thursday night, and I had to stay in for edit the video so I could put it out Friday. So Thursday night, I couldn't go out with everyone. I stayed in at the room. I think Big Wayne Rill, he can vouch for it, and I was editing till 1 in the morning so I could put the video out, because I knew everybody wanted to watch it. So right, anything else? merchandise. So if you buy merchandise, it helps the channel. It does. Doesn't make loads, but it helps. All helps. And it's great stuff now. Golf Mates Travel. I'm going to bring this up because this could be at back of your head if you've forgotten. So I do own 50% of Golf Mates Travel. Let me say it is going absolute fantastic. But, and I mean, this is a big but. That'll be a sun, no sun. That's like a big circle. I will guarantee you, I will not see any money from that for about 5 years, because that's going to be, if it grows, got to hire someone, blah blah. That is just a vicious circle. It's like working a year in hand. So think of like 12 lads who have just booked an holiday in Turkey. Let's just make a figure up, 10 grand, all inclusive, all the golf, all that la-di-da. We might not see that money for a year, and it goes into a PTS, a payment protection scheme, and then when they come back, everyone gets paid and we just get paid the profit. So you are technically working a year in hand, but I do believe if I can keep alive, that's going to be great in about 5 years time. Right, I'm not gone on to Instagram to answer any questions because I know this video has gone on long enough, but I might do another one day. But thanks for your support. I've told you a lot of honest truth there, and I've named no names, so I'm feeling great. I will get some out because I said it before about doing reviews of new clubs. No, I said it were easy. Obviously it's not easy. So people who do the reviews of the new clubs, doing a video and all that, it's not easy. Trust me, it's not. But that is where it's easy content. So when there's a big release date of all these new clubs, it's easy content and easy money. That bit is true. But I can't do that because imagine if I did do it, I'd say what most of you think, and I'll never get the clubs again anyway because I'm only going to say the same thing and I'll be going around in a vicious circle. Right, I've been Liam Harrison. I've probably told you a lot of stuff that I don't need to, but I've told you and I like being honest. And see you tomorrow.